Summon your muse and take back the creative reins of your domain. I proclaim that everyone shall have their own access to fame. See, it's not all that hard sometimes. We think of this creative process as this sort of magical phenomenon, but I think that philosophy alone has been the very reason why I myself in my past just haven't been able to be creative and show up in the ways that I've wanted to in my creative pursuits. Thinking it's this magic-filled, weird phenomenon kind of robs it of the discipline and deserve that it desires. Much like the time you blog out for the 8 hours of your workday, you should do the same for your creative process, your passion as you will. Whether it's painting, creative writing, editing YouTube videos, playing the guitar, or anything else that you could really deem as creative, right? There's always one thing that's stopping you from getting better, and it's the time spent practicing the skill that you wish to master. The most consistent writers, like Stephen King, set a daily obligation to write for a set amount of time. And so that, and even the micro in 1 week is like minuscule, but calculate that out. Say you really did write for 1 hour each day for 3 years. Over that time, you will now have amassed over 1,000 hours of practice into that skill. So it'd be hard to deny yourself of at least being a somewhat competent painter, writer, or whatever it is that you wish to desire, right? And so what are the what's stopping you from doing it? It's really just excuses and time management, right? But here at this channel, we don't blame you for your faults. We try to find ways to gamify these things that we're trying to get better at. And today is a commitment to creativity, right? So this is kind of what leads us into today's metric of the month. And that is your compliance percentage to your creative schedule. What do I mean by this? I'm going to do a general example and then my own example, and then hopefully that'll illuminate it for you. So let's say you have a goal. Your goal is to creatively write for 1 hour each day for the week. But say in actuality, you have a volleyball game, it's a hard week at work, maybe you have to babysit a nephew or niece. You only get to 3 out of 7 of those nights. And that compliance percentage, 3 out of 7 is about 43%. Up to you whether that's good or bad, but it's just, we're talking about simply calculating. My goal is to post 1 YouTube video every day by 11:59 p.m. for the month of March through this month of metrics with Matera installment, right? In actuality, I recorded this the day before it was supposed to go out, so under the impression that I do submit this by 11:59 tonight on the 5th, I will have posted 5 videos for all 5 days of the month, which means my compliance percentage would be 100%. Yeah, and I'm actually pretty proud of that so far. I mean, I don't want to get full of myself. You gotta really keep on going through the month. I have a lot of things to do in my personal life and work, so, but 100% so far is pretty good. So, yeah, and then, but for your sake, you can do the same thing, whether it's a nightly goal or some big task like getting a blog post a week or a creative grant written in a week, just kind of format it either into like a product or just a nightly commitment. That way it's like really easy to track. So yeah, if you've been having trouble showing up creatively, just set a creative schedule, track your performance, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, that muse will finally show up for you. You just have to give it the room to do so, So yeah, that's all. See you again tomorrow for our first Weight Loss Wednesday video. Peace.